take questions right away, please.
Juwan, tale of two halves, what went well in the first half and not in the second?
Well, in the first half, as you guys got a chance to witness, it was two teams battling it out. Defensively, we did a really good job of protecting the basket, not allow too many paint touches. Also, from a transition standpoint, I think our guys did a fantastic job in getting back in transition, not allowing too many fast break points, knowing that Michigan State does a great job of getting out in transition on makes and misses, and they'll make you pay when you don't do that. As far as sprinting back, also as far as keeping them off the offensive glass, I think we did a good job in the first half of keeping them off offensive glass. But then in the second half, the difference was everything I just mentioned that we did great in the first half, that we had breakdowns in the second half with. First, starting with the transition defense. In the first half, we gave up 1 point in transition. Second half, we gave up 17. Three-point shooting, not guarding the three-point line. And not just with Jaden, but Jaden hit some backbreakers that really hurt us. And also gave the crowd, the energy, and also ignited their team. And then the offensive rebounding. They made adjustments of being the most physical team in the second half. I thought we were one of the most physical teams in the first half. And then the last part I would say is defensively, give them credit. They really got out and got into the gaps, and when we put the ball down on the floor, as we tried to drive, turnover, or try to post-entry pass, turnover, and those type of possessions. Every time, no matter what sport you play in, it's a possession game. When you give up, the ball, and the teams make you pay off the transition, and off turnovers, then you'll put yourself in a tough spot. And we got into a hole that we couldn't get out of.
What can you say, I guess, about the
Thank you.
defense at this point? Obviously, this wasn't the first game that it's been.
Yeah, so I would say I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
No.
Okay. Well, I would say that we will continue to keep working on it. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. You have to really want to be dialed into wanting to play defense. It's not going to show up in a box score. It's not going to, of course, show up on highlight moments. But you got to have those moments where a guy driving in, contesting at the rim, and then even though if he dunks it, you're challenging it. It's part of the game. It's okay to get dunked on. We can't have blow-bys. We can't have uncontested shots that we give to open shooters for threes, and that's part of. And I take full blame of it as a coach. I take the blame. It's on me. So we're gonna work on it. We're gonna get better with it.
I'm just going to ask, these are things you can be coached and instilled in players.
I'm not going to give up on it.
Yeah.
This is what's been successful for us. I know it's got to be a staple of who we are, and that's what's going to keep you competitive in our league, because our league is very tough, just like a lot of other conferences in college basketball. But the Big Ten, it's going to reveal who you really are because of the level of talent, level of coaching that you have in this league.
Juwan, was this kind of a pick your poison type of thing where you guys seemed to contain Tyson Walker? He didn't have a great shooting night, but it was at the expense of Jaden Akins.
Well, Jaden got some free looks because of miscommunication and mental breakdowns. Tyson Walker, he's the head of the snake. Let's call it what it is. He's one of the best players in not only in our conference but in college basketball. And there's big emphasis, in our game plan and making sure that he has to work for every bucket. And, at times, we got creative defensively on things that we worked on that helped us. But we can't allow the other guys to get ignited with confidence and make you pay. And those shots that Jaden made were just mental breakdown.
This is kind of a tough question, I guess, to ask
Every
to a
question
degree,
tough.
but Izzo reached 700 wins today. Just what have you thought about just the career that he's had and
Yeah.
what's it like to coach against him?
No, that's not a tough question. That's an easy question to answer. And, he is a Hall of Fame coach. He's an example of what a lot of us coaches are striving to become. And with the success he's had, in college basketball, the work is, is right there, just looking, glaring at you. But the man grinded, and he learned from one of the greatest coaches in college basketball, Coach Judd Heathcote. And, with that, he's created his own staple and identity to this program, and the program has, has success. I really admire Coach in a lot of ways. Yes, it's a rivalry. It's always going to be a rivalry. But at the same time, you just got to give respect where respect is due. And with Coach, being able to reach that many wins, it's an example of where I'm trying to get to that level. It takes time. It takes a lot of years. I don't know if I'm going to have that many years of coaching as he, but we'll see.
Yeah. Juwan, obviously you got to have a lot of experience playing at the Breslin Center from your playing career. What stands out about playing here that makes it so difficult to play at?
Me playing here? Was it?
Like your team.
Oh, okay. Well, like which team? Me playing or me coaching?
You coaching.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I thought you were about to say me playing. I've had a lot of success here playing. And we can go back to those records. Yeah, I've had a ton of success, and I used to love playing here. This is one of my favorite places, and got a lot of wins here. Now, as coaching, it's been a challenge getting wins here, and this is a tough place to play. And we always try to duplicate the same thing when they come to Ann Arbor. We've had success with that as well.
Anybody have anything else?
It's kind of been a recurring theme. These teams go on runs and have been Iowa, the 10-0 run.
I didn't hear the beginning of what you said.
I said it's been a recurring theme with these teams going on runs. Iowa 10-0, and then Illinois and Purdue at the end of the first half.
Yes. It's those droughts. It's those droughts where it's like mentally that we lose it. And is it confidence or is it the basics? I think it's a little bit of both. You got to get down to the basics. Boxing out. When guys are flying in and we watch film and we also scout and our staff and our managers and support staff do a fantastic job in identifying those areas of what we have to, of course, prepare for, work on it in practice. And then the miscommunication on a defensive assignment, and the guys will tell you in that locker room, you always hear about my bad. So like, what the hell is my bad? Like, we passed that. Take ownership of it and fix it, and we got to fix it.
Take two more. We'll go Connor and then Tony.
When you're in a rivalry environment like this, do you think it makes some of those errors stand out more, whether it's the intensity, the fanfare?
I don't think it is that. No. Yeah, it's not that at all whatsoever.
Tony?
Yeah, just Jalen Wallach had a great day. Maybe when the season goes like this, sometimes maybe it's easy to overlook those things, but he's really battled through a lot, I guess. Just your thoughts when he's still playing like that.
Yeah, Jalen had to log a lot of minutes when you don't have Doug, and he's 35 minutes, and the guy, is just grinding, and I respect him and how he's conducted himself throughout the process of, and while he's healing, and then to every time he step on the floor, no matter what minutes or what role, he's going to give it his all. And I know I'm not the only one. I know his teammates admire and respect how he's handling himself. He's a very smart young man, extremely competitive. We're just going to need everyone, all hands on deck.
Thank you, Coach. Jalen Wellen will be available outside our locker room.